Astana hosted the 8th Civil Forum. Over 1,000 delegates from all regions of the country discussed development of civil society. For example, representatives of non-governmental organizations proposed to improve legislation on public councils, strengthen mechanisms of civilian control in national companies, create a public council under the government, as well as increase transparency of work of state bodies.
Мемлекет пен қоғам арасында ашық диалог орнатудың қажет екенін мен әрбір өз жолдауымда айтып келе жатырмын. Біздің басты мақсатымыз
In each of my State of the Nation addresses, I say that it is necessary to establish an open dialogue between the state and society. Our main goal is to create a conscious and developed society, as well as to unite efforts for implementation of goals. In addition, we have one big goal, which is to join the list of the world's 30 most developed countries. We must be literate. I am confident that this forum will give a new impetus to a civilian sector and will open a way for further development of civil society.
Бұл форум өкіметтік емес секторға серпін беріп, азаматтық қоғамның одан ары дамуына үлкен жол сілтейді деп сенемін.
Kazakhstan continues to strengthen its peace and security policy within the UN Security Council. Organization members discussed the Middle East and Africa situations. International experts appreciate Kazakhstan's activities in solving global issues. They highlighted the country's contribution in adopting important resolutions. The first Deputy Permanent Representative of Equatorial Guinea to the UN, Job Obiang, expressed his gratitude. The Central African state is a non-permanent UN Security Council member in 2018-2019.
Мы говорим больше о Конго, у нас тоже Сирия берет очень много времени, тоже ситуация иногда Палестина.
We talk more about Congo. We also devote a lot of time to Syria. We are discussing the topic of Palestine. Kazakhstan plays a big role. We are surprised by the work of representatives of Kazakhstan in the UN. We cooperate well with them. We think that in the future, Kazakhstan's role in the world will continue to improve.
Казахстана в ООН, мы с ними очень хорошо сотрудничаем и думаем, что в будущем роль Казахстана в мире улучшится.
Kazakhstan and China are reaching a new level of cooperation. The partnership is formed based on the Joly program and China's Belt and Road Initiative. Kazakhstan is seeking to maximize its transit potential. The number of flights from China to Europe through Kazakhstan is increasing. In the first 10 months of this year, the cargo traffic volume on the route rose by 54% and amounted to 11.5 million tons. Since the beginning of the year, over 20,000 containers in total were shipped to Europe via Kazakhstan. This is 4 times higher compared to early 2017. Today we see a significant increase in the volume of imports and exports of countries that are part of the Belt and Road Initiative and located along the Europe-China route. The increase reaches 20% per year on average. When it comes to freight through the Western Europe-Western China railway route, the total amount reached $10 billion and is increasing every year. By 2020, the Western Europe-Western China International Transit Corridor will transport over 30 million tons of cargo annually. The route connecting the two parts of the world is nearly 8,500 kilometers. The transit corridor covers about 200 settlements in Kazakhstan. Specialists say that the total economic effect of the infrastructure project exceeds 190 billion tenge due to reduction of travel time and the growth of freight volumes. Kazakhstan is becoming an important link in the formation of international transit corridors. The Kurik port has become part of a transnational network. It connects the logistics route for delivery of goods from China and Central Asia to Europe. Experts say that the infrastructure allows the country to triple its traffic volume by 2020, churning $5 billion per year. There is an increase of exports to Azerbaijan. Based on the Baku port data, over 1.25 million tons of cargo arrived from Kazakhstan to Alyat port this year. The number is twice higher compared to last year.
В последнее время наблюдается активизация перевозок по транскаспийскому маршруту, где порт...
Recently, export activities have been intensified along the Trans-Caspian route, where the ports of Kurik and Alyat play a key role. Large-scale projects which connect continents and regions can be implemented following the construction and development of infrastructures in both eastern and western parts of the Caspian Sea, as well as providing the ports with new equipment and increasing its capacity.
Позволяет реализовывать крупные масштабные проекты, связывающие континенты, регионы.
The Borjakhta-Yersai Railway, launched in 2016, plays one of the key roles in supporting the maritime transport operations in the Caspian Sea. Various cargoes, such as oil products, grains and consumer goods, enter the ferry complex by train.
Железнодорожная линия Боржакта-Ерсай, она связывает порт Курык и...
The Borjakhta-Yersai Railway connects the Kurik port with the Mangishlak-Uzeyan railway network. We also built an automobile overpass across the Aktau-Kurik road, which crosses this railway from above. And we also provided an unobstructed passage.
Эту железную дорогу, и тоже мы обеспечили беспрепятственный проезд.
The railway optimizes the system of exporting goods to the west. It reduces the distance and delivery time of goods as it combines the trans-European and domestic corridors.
Мы порядка 300 тысяч контейнеров хотим планируем.
We want nearly 300,000 containers, and we plan to transport through this road by 2020. As I said, the East-West corridor is a key link in the common chain. The bulk of cargoes pass through it, which we produce here. Its capacity is over 12 million tons per year.
Производится. Пропускная способность этой дороги более 12 миллионов тонн в год.
The Aktau port has a huge potential as it allows Central Asian countries to join the European markets and the Western Europe-Western China auto corridor. Our port is universal. It is the largest Caspian Sea port in Kazakhstan. The port is used for the transshipment of various types of goods, such as grain, oil, and large-sized containers. Kazakhstan's transit transport opportunities is regarded as a strategic resource in enhancing the competitiveness of the economy. Foreign analysts say that the country has enormous reserves. Kyrgyzstan is increasing its export potential. The country intends to increase its export volume to China. The share of exported products amounted over 5%. The list of the exported goods includes nearly 100 items. Mainly ores, petroleum, grain, medicinal plants, raw fur, leather, wool and yarn are sold to China.
В 2017 году экспорт нашей республики...
In 2017, Kazakhstan's exports to China amounted to $97.5 million, and compared with 2016, it increased by 21.7%. China is ranked 7th among all the countries to which Kyrgyzstan exports.
Вывозит, экспортирует, Китай занимает 7-е место.
In the near future, Kyrgyz businessmen will increase their export performance. The businessmen are ready to offer environmentally friendly products to Chinese consumers, including several types of honey. One of the country's beekeeping enterprises exports almost half of the amount of the plant's honey to China.
В настоящее время в год мы экспортируем на китайский рынок более...
Currently, in a year, we export over 500 tons of honey to the Chinese market. However, the Chinese market is a big one, which we will continue to supply. Therefore, we are looking for new customers and slowly increasing our volumes.
Заказчиков новых, и потихоньку у нас объемы увеличиваются.
Soon, products of the made in Kyrgyzstan confectionery will be exported to the Chinese market as well. A company that has established as a manufacturer of a natural and high-quality product has become the flagship in this industry in the Kyrgyz market and plans to export its baked products. The Chinese appreciated the Kyrgyz white and rye bread. A recipe was specially developed with Chinese technologists. Every month, the company exports 40 tons of baked products to China.
многим нашим действительно покупателям, клиентам с Китая.
Many of our customers who are from China have liked this bread because it is an ecological product. People who for the first time tried our nut and raisins from Arslan Bob, Kyrgyzstan, have immediately noticed the flavor.
Попробовали, сразу ощутили этот аромат ореха, да? И изюма, и наш изюм.
Kyrgyzstan intends to expand the range of products exported to China. Beef, lamb and poultry have been prioritized. The parties have signed 4 export protocols. Sultan Bey Baris, the girl boy, the daughter of the steppe, the angel in Tibeteka, gives Jibek and Aldar Kose, the different genres of feature films from Central Asia and the Turkic world, is available to Yelarna viewers, which is the first film channel of Kazakhstan.
Телеканал Yelarna до начала нового сезона 2018.
Prior to the beginning of the 2018 new season, the Yelarna channel showed only Kazakh cinema on air. But starting this fall, we've decided to display feature films from the golden fun of the Central Asian and Turkic countries. Our project is unique because we translate films into Kazakh and present it to Kazakh-speaking audience.
Фильмы на казахский язык и представляем казахскоязычному зрителю.
Kazakhstan's initiative was first supported by representatives of the Embassy of Tajikistan. Yelarna channel received 17 feature films from the Gold Fund of Tajikistan.
Очень много фильмов снято в таджик-фильмы, и многие об этом знают не понаслышке.
A lot of films were shot in Tajikistan, and many people have watched these films. I think that this will be another step to strengthen cooperation between our people. We, as the embassy, are ready to assist in terms of organizing the same events in Tajikistan, particularly Cinema Days of Kazakhstan in Tajikistan.
И в Республике Таджикистан, то есть Дни кино Казахстана в Таджикистане.
A cinema week of Azerbaijan, Latvia, and Kyrgyzstan is expected.
Очень приятно, что
I'm very glad that the Kazakh side came up with this initiative. In Kyrgyzstan, we are very interested and always watch with great pleasure both films of the Golden Fund of Kazakhstan as well as present-day modern films.
Казахстана, так и нынешние современные фильмы.
В каждом фильм имеет когда успех, когда в нем эффективно и доступно до зрителя доносится тот месседж, который...
Every film is a success when it is effective and available to viewer and the message is heard. I think that these films have them. Our heroic actions of our battles are at the heart of film adaptations. There are very interesting films from 1980s that was showed in the box office in the USSR and were presented on screen in cinemas.
Время 80-е годы они заваливали кассовые сборы в СССР, эти фильмы, когда выходили на экраны кинотеатра.
Each of the selected films is unique in its own way. Although the official history of cinema in Central Asia dates back to 1930s, there are films of 1960s to 80s which can be considered the starting point of a truly national cinema in the regional countries.
На этой земле, но какими судьбами?
Turkey's capital hosted the Spirit of the Great Steppe exhibition presenting Kazakh artworks. The event is part of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program and was organized by the Abilkhan Kastyev Museum of Arts and Turksoy. Over 30 works of Kazakh artists of the late 20th to early 21st centuries were showcased. The organizers aimed to educate visitors on the culture of nomads, traditions and lifestyle of Kazakhs, and the modern culture of Kazakhstan. Thanks for organizing the exhibition in different cities. The Kastyev Art Museum brings Kazakh art to the international level and introduces the foreign public with the history and culture of our people and works of our artists. The exhibition showcased the poetry of Dulat Aliyev, abstract works of Marat Bekeyev, iconic painting of Abdurashid Sidorkhanov, graphics of Yevgeny Sidorkin, nomadic images of Nelly Boubé, and other artworks.
Bu çalışmalar son derece profesyonel ve bizim Türk
Turkish people should visit this exhibition. Each of the artwork is special. Graphic arts are not drawn for a long time. 20 years ago, this technique was discussed in the lecture rooms of Academy of Fine Arts. As you can see, the lithography technique is preserved in Kazakhstan. Through these paintings, we see the world through the eyes of Kazakh artists.
Hala görüyoruz ki hala Kazakistan'da bu değerleri yaşatıyorlar. Kültürüne sahip çıkabiliyorlar.
The Kazakh art exhibition is opened until the weekend in Ankara and until mid-December in Bursa. Kazakh TV is increasing its audience. The channel has 4 existing languages: Kazakh, Russian, English, and Kyrgyz, and a new addition is Uzbek. Producer of the International Information Department, Khurshida Abdullayeva, says that preparations for this significant event have started in late May. Now viewers can finally view results of the semi-annual work. Since the end of May, we have done a lot of work. We have translated, edited, and voiced over 300 episodes of various programs that will be broadcast on Kazakh TV. I think the Uzbek audience will be very interested in the content of our channel. Today, Kazakh TV broadcasts news and programs in 118 countries, including North and Central America, Western and Eastern Europe, as well as Asia, Australia, North Africa, and the Middle East. There are over 300 million audiences. With the Uzbek language, the number of viewers will increase, said Uzbek ambassador to Kazakhstan, Saidikram Niyazkhodjayev. The diplomat pointed out that broadcasting in Uzbek is another step of strengthening cultural cooperation between two countries.
Открытие этого канала, оно, естественно, даст определенный импульс и такой мощный импульс по культурному обмену.
It will give a certain powerful impulse on cultural exchange. Uzbekistan's national TV and radio company signed an agreement with the Khabar agency. There is an agreement with the media center where interesting content will be given. To date, Uzbek shows are being broadcasted on Kazakh television. They are interesting.
Уже даваться те контенты, которые интересуют. И я хочу обратить внимание, то, что на сегодняшний день по казахстанскому телевидению уже показывают узбекские сериалы. Мы видим его, интересно.
Carpets, a symbol of wealth and art, as well as one of the oldest inventions of decoration and installation of houses, are produced at this enterprise. The Samarkand Silk Carpet Factory is well known for its amazing carpets, not only in Uzbekistan but also abroad. Visitors can either purchase handmade masterpieces of the ancient craft or learn the secrets of carpet weaving. Tools such as threads, comb hook, and scissors are used to manufacture complex Central Asian ornaments.
Чтобы сделать ручного ковра, надо будет сделать узелочков.
It is necessary to tie a knot in order to make a handmade carpet. We use double knots, which are tied in 2 bases, and this type of knot is considered very strong. Carpets are made at different times and depend on a number of knots made on the carpet and on the complexity of the pattern. It takes around 2 months or 1.5 years in order to weave approximately 1 square meter carpet.
Это делается как минимум 2 месяца до 1,5 года.
Making silk carpets is a long and laborious process. The pile is manually woven into the base, where thread is tied in a knot. In this factory, workers can tie up to 45 knots per minute. Deadlines of manufacturing the carpets depend on the size and complexity of the pattern. Today, handmade carpets are highly valued throughout the world. These carpets can be used for a very long time. They aren't worn out and the color doesn't shade over time. We give them 50 years of warranty. At the end of the 19th century, the technology for making hand-woven carpets was lost and was revived again only 25 years ago. Now this art is developing in cities such as Samarkand and Khiva. Up to 400 carpets are made per year. A visit to the Samarkand factory has become part of a large-scale tour in Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Kazakh Tourism, with the support of the Kazakh Ministry of Culture and Sports, has become an organizer of this transnational information tour with the participation of Kazakh travel bloggers and journalists. The main goal of the project is to reveal the rich heritage of the region. Traditions of the ancient craft are being revived in Kazakhstan. Next year, areas of carpet weaving enterprises will be opened in Turkestan and Almaty regions.